What's up, traders? Happy Monday. I hope you guys are having a profitable day so far, profitable week so far. I did take one trade after the open on crude oil, and that was it. I took the trade around 9:15 a.m. Got out of it around 9:30-ish, I think, maybe earlier. But yeah, we're going to break that down, and let's get into it. So coming into today's session for crude oil, my notes were I was bearish below 59.20s, which was this on the monthly chart you see on the left. So this is a monthly bar chart, right? 50,000 volume bars. And this is my monthly higher time frame chart, right? This is the one I'm trading off of on the right, the 1,000 volume bar. So I was bearish below 59.20s, and that was just this zone right here on the monthly, okay? And if price was to remain below that level, I would be short, right? And that's kind of what we got early in the session at the open. Let's see. So yeah, here's where the market opened at the shaded area. And yeah, that was the level I was looking at. So price, as you can see, remained below 59.20s at the open, right? So let me scale this real quick. Okay, let me put my trade on so you guys can see it. And then yeah, a break and hold above 59.20s would mean that this would continue to be bullish, right? Or start to, continue that bullish, overall bullish trend, right? If I zoom out, you could see that. But yeah, so we were bearish below 59.20s, which was our main thesis going into today's session. And that's what I executed based off of. So let me remove this level real quick because this is what we're going to look at going into tomorrow. The levels from today were here and here. Okay. All right. So let's do this now. I don't know why they're not showing up on this chart. But we were bearish below 59.20s, and at the open, buyers kind of tried to push out of this area, right? We got a failure here, and again, tried to push up higher here, failed. We got a little clue on the order flow down here. If you see this right here at 9:14, where my crosshair is, there was a big spike in order flow up right here, but we didn't really get a big spike on order flow. Judging the price action, right? So that is a indicator that was an indicator I took for my entry, and yeah, I wrote it to the other side of this developing value. And I didn't have the best trade management going for this trade, right? So I got in 58.88. Was able to get the timing pretty good using order flow, which is a nice tool that I use, that I've been taught to use. And I caught it right when it was turning down here, okay, 9:16. And my target was 58.60, which was this other, this is the other side of this blue shaded developing value, right? And then I had lower targets at 58.11, which is down here. That is, if you look on the left side, that's monthly, that's the prior month's high, okay? So that was another level that I was looking for that kind of got tagged. But, I didn't hold the trade long enough. And yeah, I need to work on my trade management because I scaled one out here, and that put me up $200, whatever. Not really focused on P&L. I need to be more process and target and process driven, right? Instead of always focusing on how much I make on a trade. And that's part of the reason why I got out here too. So if you see, my second scale out is right here at 1 tick below my entry. So in like a rotational market like this, where the market is kind of just bouncing in between these two levels, as you can see, price clearly came back to the high here. So that's what I mean by rotational, just another word for ranging, pretty much. When we have that kind of market, I shouldn't move my stops, right? So I should, if I kept my stop normal, which was up here, I mean, yeah, it would have got stopped out, but I shouldn't. I should have taken it out here, is what I'm trying to say. Once buyers failed to push lower right here, once sellers got pretty weak, buyers popped in at this low right here, then I should have decided to scale out the second one, right? And not wait until it came back to whatever stop I had originally, right? So overall, not the best trade management. And when the market came back here, I didn't enter another one. This was another great setup intraday, right? Another short setup played out there. I was watching, observing, but I didn't pull the trigger. But yeah, that was the trade I took. I couldn't have better trade management skills, right? Could let this one ride, or even get stopped out and get another entry right here. That could have been a good move too. But I was too focused on P&L, and I didn't want to give back any profits because I did nail the early trade early on in the session. And I was flat at 9:30, which is pretty early on. If I catch the early trades, then I'd like to walk away. But what should have been done here was let your normal stop get taken out, get the re-entry, because I did scale out one down here, so I wouldn't have even been in the red if my stop was taken out. But yeah, I should have let the stop get taken out right here, which it would have, because my stop was at 10 ticks and my entry was 58.88. Literally would have been stopped out by 1 tick anyway. But that would have happened. And once price it rejects pretty much this top area right here, this high of the day from the morning. Once it rejects that again and wasn't able to continue higher, buyers looked pretty strong down here, wasn't able to continue. I mean, that was another good short opportunity to play the same trade, to here and then towards 58.11, which was that prior month's high, as you can see on the left, right? But yeah, that played out. The second trade that I should have taken was the better one. That was the winner. But yeah, the market shook out the weak hands right here and continued that nice down move. And we're going to see what happens going into tomorrow's session. But yeah, sellers drove it down and, weren't able to push lower than that monthly prior month's high at 58.11. And then buyers reacted off of these lows, pushed it literally right back. And that's what I'm talking about, ranging. This is a ranging rotational market, okay? Just tagging these lows, coming right back to the high. And yeah, at this point in time, we accepted into this developing value area, and buyers started to come in control, and that's exactly what happened. Pretty straight shot towards the highs of the day. What else? Overnight highs, and yeah, that's what was going on with Crude today. So one trade taken, was able to make $210. And yeah, that was the trade. Always room for improvement. Need to improve my trade management. All right. So that was the trade. I'll see you guys